Hey everybody, this is Gaynor Meilke for the Conscious Success Plan, and we are upskilling for life. And today I wanted to talk about Plan D, which we have a Plan C training and institute, I guess I would call it. But Plan D is something that I've experienced, which is, of course, divorce. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. I am a trusted expert with Divorce Girl Smiling as far as business coaching and conscious parenting and life coaching goes. And a couple of things I wanted to talk about because I think it's important to start with a good mindset. We use the acronym in our conscious success plan for life, and that's love, identity, family, and enterprise. And all of those areas, of course, are fundamental to getting through a divorce. And having been divorced myself now for almost 6 years, I will say that it was probably the best decision that I ever made. And I think that it worked out better for my ex-husband and my daughter as well. So there is hope on the other side. But I think part of the reason why I was successful in kind of landing on my feet, so to speak, was that one, I had a plan before I made the decision, and I thought about the decision for m many years. And I also had a business that allowed me to grow and scale it and work super, super, super hard to do so. But that gave me flexibility. I wasn't dependent on my ex-husband. So I would say that is one of my most passionate points for anybody who is contemplating divorce, is to make sure that you have a plan and economically it makes sense because it's tough to do things on your own. But I think too that you have to kind of grit yourself to get through the grief because it is a grief process, but that you can't foreclose on yourself either. And what I mean by that is some people stay in things because they think that it's going to be too hard, or there's no other options, or nobody's going to love them again. Well, I can tell you that it is way better to develop your identity and love yourself and feel stronger in yourself and not have somebody who's trying to tear you down um, be your future. So think about that as well because, I think that there's the sunk cost that people think about, that you've been in this for a while, years, decades, but you've still got life in you. And, if you can't work it out with counseling or, mediation, then, sometimes you have to choose yourself and your family will be oftentimes better off for it, especially if there's abuse happening. So just to think about, um, all of these things in the context of divorce, that's what our Plan D is all about. And I look forward to connecting with you. If you would like to book a time to meet with me to learn about any of our coaching services around love, identity, family, or enterprise, and kind of get a feel for how we can help connect these dots and help you rise through the transition that divorce brings and hopefully be more stable, stronger, and self advocate and engage in self advocacy throughout the process.